Rolex have just released a 15-second teaser, a really short teaser for their 2025 novelties, and I think this might give some things away. Let's talk about the Rolex leaks, the newest teaser, and what this might mean for watches and wonders this year. So, a couple of weeks ago, some huge Rolex leaks were making the rounds. You probably saw them. But there were 5 possible model leaks: a Tiffany blue dial Daytona, a green dial left-hand drive GMT, green dial Sky Dweller, a very blurry Ever Rose Gold GMT Master 2 with possibly a stone dial, and the big model people were getting excited for, the Land Dweller, or the mix of an Explorer with a date-just looking model, but one big detail is an almost oyster quartz looking bracelet. Now, I didn't even bother to make a video about these leaks. I thought they looked so bad. I thought these can't possibly be real. But now, with this teaser, I'm thinking these could be real. So the teaser, released by Rolex, begins by showing a fluted bezel with a date complication because there is a cyclops, and then reveals a twin lock crown. Looking at the crown, there is a line under the coronet, which means twin lock and stainless steel or two-tone. So this will be a stainless steel twin lock something. There are a lot of models in the classic and professional collection with twin lock, like the Day-Date, Date-Just, Oyster Perpetual, and Sky Dweller. So this doesn't give too much away, but if you're a Rolex nut, this is something you would have noticed straight away. The next big thing is a movement ticking away. You can see mechanical gears interlock and an escapement, which leads us to believe something new is coming mechanically, but who knows what. Does this have something to do with the Land Dweller, showing us that it's not quartz despite having the oyster quartz style bracelet? Or maybe it is related to something entirely different. This could be a stupid thought, but maybe a deadbeat seconds hand? So, to give a watch a quartz-style bracelet, but still a mechanical movement that looks quartz, I think it could be a juicy flex on some of Rolex's competitors, like Omega, who do have quartz in their catalog, as opposed to Rolex. Then, the next thing to happen in the teaser is some city views, Rolex ambassadors walking in the city. A part of me wants to say, blah, 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 who cares? But I think this is yet another hint towards the Land Dweller. I was listening to a podcast about some of the Rolex leaks and some of their comments on it, and the Land Dweller, they were saying, what even is a Land Dweller? Is it someone who works in mines? What does it mean?
What the hell is even that?
And this might be a look into the interpretation, a watch that is targeted towards professionals who live in the city. This imagery reminded me immediately of the GMT Master 2 and the advertising they use for those. So perhaps this is trying to say Rolex in the sea, Rolex in the sky, Rolex in the land. But once again, this is just a guess. And now, at the end, we've got some telling stuff. This is where I started getting really excited. So at the 10-second mark, we have a movement, once again, and some words revealed Siloxy. And this is really in the deep weeds of Rolex, but whatever. So, Siloxy is a Rolex hairspring trademark made of silicon and silicon oxide composite. What is interesting about this is that the Siloxy hairspring was debuted at Basel World 2014 as part of the new Rolex Caliber 2236, a new generation of movements for women's watches. Does this mean a new women's watch is on the way, or is this meant to signal that just a new movement in general is coming? And then, at 12 seconds, we have a bracelet and clasp that doesn't match anything in the current Rolex catalog. And this is where I lost it. Maybe the Land Dweller is real. Maybe these leaks are real. So this is a flat link Jubilee style bracelet. It almost looks like a modern interpretation of the old oyster quartz bracelet and something that feels a little bit more integrated. The clasp is like an old Super Jubilee clasp or one of the hidden clasps like in the President bracelet now. I'm not sure if we'll see a comfort extension or easy link with this. Maybe Rolex has found a clever way to make it work with the hidden clasp. We will see. But whatever it is, this leads me to believe it will be a part of the classic collection as it feels a little bit more elevated and dressy rather than sporty. But this is all very, very telling for me. It was at the bracelet that I knew something new is coming and something big is on the way, and maybe those leaks were real. Those leaks that I thought were too awful. They weren't even worth making a video about, because who would ever believe these are real? Maybe they're real. Probably they're real. I'm not sure if this Rolex video is meant to be all about one watch or if this is Easter eggs for a few watches, but once again, time will tell. One other final piece of juice I want to put in here. This could be nothing, it could be something, but I'm going to put it here and you guys let me know what you think. A few months ago, James, my fabulous husband, put a comment on the Rolex Instagram saying something along the lines of, I really like the Sky Dweller, but it's too large for me. I would love to see Rolex put out a smaller size offering of the Sky Dweller. And then Jean-Frederic Dufour's account left a wink comment. According to James, I can't find this comment. He doesn't remember where he's left it. So you're just gonna have to take James's word for it. Could be nothing, could be something. But it would be very interesting to see a smaller size of the Sky Dweller come out. Or maybe that's what the Land Dweller is meant to be. It's meant to scratch that itch. Maybe it will be a 36mm unisex watch marketed towards working professionals. Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, guys, this was just my thoughts on this 15-second clip released by Rolex. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. And now Pope tier patrons, get their names on the screen.